Okay, welcome to episode 2 of this shit show. I'm your host, the blonde guy from NSYNC,
and I'm locking Chastity Belt.
Locking Chastity Belt. God, we're just getting better and better as the time goes on. So
yes.
So I'm just
the names are great.
The names are what make the whole show. That's why people come to these. So I'm just gonna bust right out the gate here and say I took an excellent poop the other day.
Excellent poop?
It was an excellent poop. You know those poops where you just sit down and you're just like, oh, I needed this so bad. You know what I mean? Like you sit down, and here's the comparison that I can make between it, right? With just a solid poop that feels fantastic to let loose, right? It's I get where gays are coming from.
You get where gays are coming from.
Just have that one piece just slide out and that awesome feeling, just like this. I could get used to this.
I don't think that's something gays can really, understand.
That's my attempted joke that I think would work in a stand-up setting.
Is that right?
Yeah. I've had that joke written down for like 3 years now.
Oh God! And you decided to bust it out now?
Yeah, I think why not? Now's as good a time as any. With PC culture, I'll probably get, the Wall Street Journal will probably come after me.
Probably, but you're not a Nazi, so...
It's true. They've got that out for Nazis.
They're past the gay stuff. They're on to, Hitler, Nazi youth stuff.
Right. Right, exactly. And now, PewDiePie.
All right, well, if you're telling jokes, then I'm going to tell the joke that I told you a little while ago.
Oh, no.
Okay, so I'm listening to stuff on Pandora. Right? They're not sponsoring us, by the way. Just saying.
Hey, but if you want to, Pandora.
But there's a commercial on there, and it was for driving safe in Utah, and the thing in it said that we need to watch our surroundings, and the pedestrian and the driver both need to make eye contact. And I don't know how comfortable that makes me, like driving down the street, making eye contact with a little girl while I'm jerking off. Like,
God,
ew, not very comfortable with that.
Oh, God,
these are the jokes, people.
These are the jokes, people. Laugh.
If you don't like it, get out.
Oh, Jesus Christmas.
But speaking of more commercials, actually, there's another one that was on there, and it was for gaming of some sort. I think it was for like schooling, but they were given like a bunch of examples, and one of them was like, are you a serious gamer? Do you look up cheat codes late at night? No, I don't do that. Not since I've been like really young and didn't know how to fucking play games. Like,
that is a very out of touch advertiser.
Yeah, that doesn't make you a serious gamer for looking up cheat codes for a game. They're fun. By all means, having cheat codes is fun. Like on Grand Theft Auto, you can put in a cheat code and start flying around while shooting dildos out your asshole. But yeah, other than that, like, I don't see how that makes me a serious gamer for looking up cheat codes.
See, and I've that's a big thing for me is like, and this is probably going to branch off a little bit, but yeah, and the first game that came to mind is Grand Theft Auto, because those are the best games to be using cheat codes for. You know what I mean? They're just kind of something to dick around with, and like maybe like those like game reviewers on YouTube, they can fuck off and do like cheat codes on Super Mario 64. I don't know if I don't think that game has any. I know it has glitches, but
I'm not sure.
Yeah, but like, or Grand Theft Auto, just like shit, just like dicking off and things like that, which is totally fine. You know what I mean? I think the cheat codes are there to kind of dick off with. But like, was it StarCraft? Which, we're going to talk about that too. StarCraft, the original one, I think there was a code where you could get like 50K minerals, something like that. You could just start the game out, enter the code, and get like 50K minerals or something like that. And you just build the entire thing against your enemy and all your whole units and stuff like that. That's horse shit. Like, I hate that. I'm such like a competitive gaming is such a near and dear thing to me, where it just like it needs to be you and your wits and your skill against your opponent.
Yeah. You can use those cheats like against people.
Yeah,
it's also for online play.
I think you could. Yeah, I know there's a couple old games like that you can. I think Brood War is one. Well, I've made by the original StarCraft, but Brood War for sure. I think you can do a little cheat code right when you enter in that gives you like a bunch of minerals and a bunch of gas where you can just fucking like destroy your enemy. And it's just, it's just so bad. It's so bad. And I'll go one step further to like modern day. Like I was like playing Overwatch or something like that, right? Where I kind of disagree. Well, I guess even then, I kind of disagree with the notion of playing, like practicing something in like quick play or like, something like that that's not ranked, kind of. Yeah. Because the whole point of, playing ranked is to rank up and get better. Like if you're playing quick play, you don't really know what you're getting. But if you're in ranked, you're at least playing with people who are at your skill level or above your skill level. And that's the whole point of getting better. Like that's such a big deal for me. It's like I will practice in ranked. And a lot of pro gamers do that too. I mean, you can look at Polt. He was just streaming the other day. He's trying to figure out, how to make the battle cruiser great in early game. I know you don't know a whole lot what I'm talking about there, StarCraft stuff.
Yeah,
but
I
it's
know
just
like zero of it.
Yeah, see, but my point is just like, I don't know. Like I said, competitive gaming, just like it's such an art form to me, and it holds a near and dear spot in my heart. So,
yeah,
fuck cheat codes.
I never understood like why people would really cheat in a game like that. Like, it's just not my thing personally. I'm sure it's like fun to fuck with people and do that and just be like, feel almighty, or maybe there's some other point to it just to be an ass. It's not my thing personally, but just know we all fucking hate you and we kind of hope you all die.
Yeah, and I'm just so like, yeah, like you do it online at home. It's just like, you're not really proving anything. You're just kind of proving that you're a piece of shit. Because if you were to 1v1 me scrub on Rust, I'm going to wreck you, This is what's going to happen when there's no cheat codes. Like 1v1 me Rust, noob, I'm going to fucking wreck you. There's no skill. It doesn't prove anything. Bothers me.
Yeah. The competitive aspect for me, like it's to... Yeah, it's competition. Like a lot of people kind of thrive on that. It's, like for sports, that's what people do. Like, they play against each other, see who's better. That's the whole competitive aspect of it. That's all competitive is. And when people go into that and just be an complete asshole while people are trying to actually, show that they're good at the game, like, prove their worthiness in the game. It doesn't make any sense for you to just go in there and just be an ass.
Yeah,
although the fun part of it is to be an ass, so be an ass, yeah. I get it, but I fucking hate it.
Right, yeah, it's just, I don't know. And I think there's a problem today with, it's definitely gotten better in the last couple of years, but I in my personal opinion, somewhere around the early 2010, games were coming out, and I think they were just holding your hand a little bit too much of what the fuck to do. And for anybody who wants to see that explained a little bit more in depth, is to go watch Ego Raptor's Mega Man X versus Mega Man Classic. He touches base on it really well. It's awesome, and I live by that with games. So, but yeah, I think games have definitely gotten better. Like I think Bloodborne and Dark Souls those are excellent.
Yeah, those kinds of games that really like challenge you.
Oh, yeah, dude. I had a good time with Bloodborne. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, watching you play that game and getting really pissy, that was
dude, because it's so hard. It's so hard, but it's the most gratifying feeling. And that's what games are missing, is that gratifying feeling of, like, once you kill that boss, like, just stand it up and be like, yeah, fuck you, bitch!
Yeah, that accomplishment to just finally get rid of that thing that's just been, like, holding you that entire time.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I want to fight this goddamn boss. I want to fight this next boss, but this fucker won't let me kill him.
Oh, dude. Oh, God, dude. Bloodborne, 10 out of 10 in my book. 10 out of 10.
I'm still on Overwatch. That's still my number one game right now.
Yeah, and I it was so funny because I didn't really, I was stoked for the game when they announced it before it came out, and I was like, whoa, Blizzard FPS, like a new IP, sweet. And then it came out, and I liked it for 2 weeks, and then dropped it. And I dropped it for months, and then up until just like 2 or 3 months ago, now I'm actually picking it up, and I'm starting to like it more. I don't know what changed, but I like it a lot more now.
Yeah, I just like the whole background of it and everything, like how it's made and all the characters. Like, it just forms such a good game, a good quality. It's beautifully animated. Game. Beautifully. Oh, Blizzard is, number one in my book with making shit.
They're number one in my book too. They've made a lot of questionable decisions in their past, but I guess what company hasn't? But
yeah,
they make some top-notch shit. You really can't deny it. And Blizzard.
They also are not sponsoring us, but
hey Blizzard.
Hey Blizzard.
Hey Blizzard. So, yeah, talk to me, sir. You've got a dog problem. Is that what I understand?
Oh my God, yes. Oh fuck. Okay. So, at where I live, right across from me is like, I think it's a family. I've never seen them all walk out together. There's like 2 girls, a boy, and then I see the mom every once in a while. I don't know if there is a father or if I have seen the father and I just don't know. But anyway, the 2 girls, I normally see them with the 2 dogs that they have. And they seem like nice dogs, but then once they get in contact with anybody else who's not, the owners, they get super pissy. Like, they start being all protective or something, and they start barking at me and lunging towards me. And these little girls can't hold on to this dog. And I think they're both labs, and they're kind of big.
Yeah.
And I got home one night after work, and I start walking up towards the entrance of the building, and I know that it's not going to go well already. So I start walking towards the door, and the dog spots me finally, and he starts like barking and like, starts walking towards me all aggressive, and she's trying to hold back as best she can. But it's not happening, and she's holding, and I'm getting closer, so then the leash will let loose a little bit, so it's not so tight gripped, and she can stand up. Because at this point, she fucking fell on her face. You got to realize that by now. She has fallen on her goddamn face. She can't hold that dog. So while she's on the ground and the dog's yelling at me, and I'm trying not to get bit by the damn dog, she's staring up at me like, what am I supposed to do now? Get the fuck up, bitch. Get up. Like, I'm trying to help you out and not die by this dog. Just get up so you can hold on to the dog. So she finally gets up after staring at me for 20 minutes. Then I'm like, okay, you good? And she just stares at me even more. So I start to walk away, and immediately the dog lunges at me again, and she falls. She's falling, still holding on, yelling at the dog. And I'm just like, God damn it. And her sister runs out and tries to help her. They're both just sitting there staring at me like, just with wide eyes.
This is your fault.
Yes, this is my fault. Like, control your damn dog. Hold on to the dog. Look at the dog, okay? I'm not doing shit right now. Like, it's barking at me for no reason. So I finally go inside and everything's fine. And then it happens again. It happens a fucking again, except this time it's reverse. I'm leaving my house, and she's outside with the dog. I look out the window before I go to see if she's out there, and I'm like, oh, she is. And I was like, it doesn't seem like it's so bad. Maybe the dog won't lunge at me this time. I walk outside, I go down the steps, and immediately as I'm off the last step, the dog starts like barking and walking towards me, really pissed off, like even more than usual. So I do the same thing. Like, I wait to, I'm just sitting there, like I'm putting my hand out, see if maybe it'll smell it. But no, it lunges at me even more, like ferociously. And this time it almost bites me, like on the arm. And I jump back, and she's holding on to the dog. I'm like, okay, I'm just going to go wait inside my house. You mind knocking on my door when you got him inside? And she's like, yes. Now I feel like a giant fucking like vagina. like sitting in my house, like waiting for this fucking dog. God. So I stand in there for a couple minutes. She goes and puts the dog inside, and she knocks on my door, and I'm like, thank you. It's about the last damn straw with this damn dog, man. I'm tired of it.
You know, I'm surprised that apartment complex, because I I've been there obviously, and I'm surprised that complex allows animals like that. Like they've got 2 big dogs, and I'm really surprised at that actually, because and I've ran into that dog once before, and it really is an absolute nightmare, because you feel like you're just gonna get bit like really hard. You know what I mean? And you can't actually pet the dog. I've tried, and I almost lost my hand because of it. And of course, the girl got pulled and she fell on the ground, dude. It's just like,
it's horrifying.
I also don't think, I can probably see where the parents might be trying to teach their kids responsibility, taking the dog out to go potty or whatever.
Okay.
But I also think it's kind of irresponsible because they clearly can't handle the dog. You know what I mean? I think the parents at that age should be handling it, in my opinion.
I've seen the mom take the dog out before, and with the kids too, and she just kept getting all pissy at him. Like,
really?
What do you expect this like 50-pound girl to do with this like 90-pound dog that's got more weight on her and is just like, has all fours on the ground, just ripping the ground, trying to get at somebody to bite their fucking neck off? Like, no, it's a bad idea. You should probably get somebody that can actually hold the damn dog.
And that's really what I'd be afraid of, is like the kid out there and then like it biting someone or running away or something like that, and causing trouble in the neighborhood or something. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's what it really comes down to. Is I just don't think those children. Nothing against the kids at all. It's not their fault. You know what I mean? They just. They're 50 pounds. Whatever. They can't control that.
They really need to train it.
And that's another thing, is the dog's as old as it is. I think it was a lack of training as well.
And I've been around dogs. I've kind of been a dog owner, and I don't know what a lot of people's things on like hitting a dog is, like to train it. And I mean, there's multiple ways. I think hitting it's kind of one of the only things. I mean, obviously don't kick the dog, but give it a nice little slap, like, hey, no, you're not supposed to do that. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Isn't that what you're supposed to do?
I don't know if like you're supposed to, because I would love to, because I want a dog in my future, but I want to train it really, really well. Yeah. I don't know if it's more of like a slap or like a flick on the nose or something like that. I don't know the exact. I do know. Well, I guess I don't know for sure, but what I quote unquote do know is you're supposed to, like, if they pee on the carpet or something like that, you're supposed to stick their nose in it. Obviously, that's what I assume, and that's what I've heard growing up.
That's what I've been told too.
Yeah. So I don't. I mean, past that, I don't know. I'd have to read some books or something like that, or get professional help with a trainer or something. I don't know, but yeah.
That fucking dog pisses me off. I was really nervous too when we got back from Colorado that the dog was gonna attack me. Like, oh, we had this fun vacation, and now I got to come back and have the dog give me rabies. Yay!
Yeah, that was a good trip. That was a good
ass trip.
That was a good one.
Oh man, that was a fun drive.
Yeah. I mean, the last 2 hours, I was like, get me the fuck out of this car, both ways there and back. But other than that, it was still pretty good.
Yeah, it was still really good. That the way that it took, the path that it took, was really weird.
Yeah, that was bizarre actually. So we went on a trip to Denver recently because we were just like, fuck it, why not? I'm an Avalanche fan, hockey, so we went down there to go watch them play the Devils, which we won. Hey-oh. And yeah, we're driving down there, and we were supposed to go through, was it Cheyenne? I think it was going through Cheyenne or something like that. But
yeah, I think we had to pass through that.
But no, the GPS took us to this like random back like dirt road fucking way, and we're like, where the hell are we going? And it was such a dirt ass back ass road that I had to go like 15, 20 miles an hour on it. And oh my God, it was so rough. It was the roughest fucking road, and it was so weird. Then all of a sudden we just end up just like back on the freeway. We're like, oh, okay, fair enough. But yeah, that was bizarre. But other than that, the trip was good. That was a good one.
Yeah, the trip was good. We got there all safe. We got, that whole hotel thing set up. That was kind of funny though.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
actually,
we get to the hotel, and Tan gets up to the counter and is talking to the lady, and she asks for our name, and he gives his name to her. She's typing it up, and she can't find it. She tries to look it up again, can't find it. She asks somebody for help, and she tries to find it. She can't find it either. And so they asked, was there any other names on there? And you said my name. So they type in my name, and they ended up finding it. I
no
found
idea.
that to be the weirdest fucking thing.
I have no idea how that happened and yeah, we even looked it up. She was like, do you have the confirmation number? And I whipped up my phone. I was like, yeah, here's the email. She was like, wow, yeah, you got everything here. Typed in they couldn't even find it by the confirmation number. That was what was weird to me. They couldn't find it by that. And then she was like, after like 10, 15 minutes of sitting there, it was like late at night. She was like, I mean, any other name? I'm like, Tyler. And she was like, oh yeah, there it is. And I'm like, how? I paid for it. It's under my name. We swiped my card. It went to my email address. Fuck that.
Yeah, fuck that so hard.
That was so weird. But yeah, and then we went we got there and we were hungry. We were like, let's go get dinner because let's just find a random restaurant.
Yeah, gotta find some sweet food.
Yeah, we were like, we've never been, let's just find a restaurant because that's what I like to do when I travel. I like to try out different restaurants and the food. So I just whip up, GPS and I look for food, dinner in the area, and like not even that, like 3 streets over, it was just like this place. I can't remember the name of it. I was like, oh, okay, this sounds good. And I remember reading the description. It had really good reviews. And it was like known for its excellent food and waitresses. And I was just like, that's weird. Okay.
Especially the waitresses.
Yeah, I'm like, why would you put that? Oh, anyway, so let's go. So we're like, okay, cool. Which getting there was another story. That took way too fucking long.
Oh, God, that was a nightmare.
Yeah, for as fucking close as it was, that construction made it so bad to get there. But
oh yeah, like right next to our hotel too. Like,
yeah,
can't get anywhere. It takes like 10 minutes just to get away from seeing the hotel at all.
Oh yeah, it was. You could almost see it from the hotel to the restaurant. Anyways, yeah, getting there was a nightmare. We ended up walking there. So yeah, we walk there, and we walk inside, and we're like, okay, this place looks kind of cool. And this woman in very, very, very short shorts and like no bra,
tight shirt.
Yeah, no bra, and then like that country like tied up, just where it's only covering her boobs, walks up to us, and she's in cowgirl.
I'm fairly certain she was wearing a bra.
You think? Do you think?
Well, yeah. Why do you think she wasn't wearing a bra?
Because I just could see so much skin of it. I was like, I just think they're just like going half commando here, but not the point.
Maybe. I mean, I just they either they were fake. Okay, again, we're going back to boobs of sorts that we pretty much don't know about.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think I've ever felt a fake breast before, but there was no jiggle, so they were obviously contained. You know what I mean?
Fair enough. Well, yeah. So, and she walks up to us, and I'm like, hi. 3 of you? Yeah, 3 of us. We go sit down, and then 2 other, I think every single, with the exception of 1 waitress, was all just blonde. They were just all a bunch of blondes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and these 2 blondes come up to us in the exact same outfit. Hey, guys. First time here? Oh, yeah. What do you got? What's on the menu? What do we got?
Boobs, and more boobs.
Yeah, it was so, and I was like, I am so awkward around girls, let alone people in general. Like, if you put me, especially pretty girls, I can't believe I didn't have a heart attack or get a goddamn coronary while we were there. Dude, I couldn't believe, yeah, and they walk up and they're doing their little tactics to get us to like buy more things and stuff like that, which one of them worked. I bought some drinks, but yeah, that was interesting because being from Utah, we don't have that shit here, like,
yeah, we don't have like a Hooters or anything. Like, this was actually kind of and I've never been to Hooters, but I just imagine Hooters being kind of the lower class of this compared to because this place was really nice. The bar really looked nice all around. It looked really nice, and like I don't know, there was just something better about it than Hooters, though I've never been to a Hooters, so it's not like I could really compare the two.
Yeah.
But still, it was really nice, and the food was actually really good.
The food was excellent there. And so that's the thing is I don't like steak, but Bolus, that steak he got oh my God, that was the best, probably one of the best pieces of meat I placed in my mouth. And I place a lot of meat in my mouth.
Nah.
So oh dude, that I can't get over that steak. I would go back for that steak. Like, oh my God. But yeah, it was really good food, and started my tequila Friday night. 14. Yeah. 14. Yeah. We know what it means. But yeah, dude, that was
don't tell the viewers. Don't let them know what we're talking about. That is our thing.
But yeah, no, that was a really good dinner, and of course, I mean, obviously the waitresses were super nice, and I think everybody in Denver was just nice in general. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there were some really nice people. There weren't people really giving us dirty looks or anything. I mean, there were a few. You're gonna bump into those, but no, actually out there, everyone was very generally nice, and
yeah,
didn't want to get in your face about shit.
Yeah, and even like all the clerks and like things that we went to, and I remember like another thing that we don't really, not that I know of at least, have in Utah. Well, maybe there's one in Salt Lake, but there's like one of those like drive-through that you just like put your car in neutral and it runs through and washes the car, and then you have guys on the other side that like clean the inside, outside, all that crazy shit.
Yeah.
And I've been to those in Hawaii, sure, and I was just like, I've never had it on my car, so I was like, oh, fuck, let's go and do this. And they take pretty good care of you in Denver, I have to say. Everyone's nice and get to clean car. That's the cleanest I've ever seen my car. So
yeah, that was really interesting to see, because I don't think we have one of those out here. Maybe we should do that.
Yeah. I don't recall, but. Yeah, I don't know. Denver, that was a good trip. I definitely classify, and I've been to Hawaii twice, and those are my best vacations. I would put that up there actually with those two.
Mine would have to be this one, the Colorado trip, and then when I went to Florida.
Oh yeah, Florida, and I went down there recently too. Florida's pretty good. I liked it.
Florida was really sweet. Oh, we also went to the weed dispensary. That was cool. That was interesting to see.
My dick ass almost got thrown out of there, but
Why? Oh, yes, because you were...
I'm sitting there looking like a fucking tourist with your phone, because I left my phone in the car taking pictures of shit. Like, I got to show this to the boys back home. She's like, hey, no pictures. I'm like, oh, fuck.
Oh, fuck. Okay, sorry.
I look like a fucking jackass.
It was just so cool to be in one of those because, it's not legal in most other places. Like, it's just one of those cool things in history that kids in the future... When it's legal everywhere, which hopefully in the future that actually happens, it's just going to be a normal thing. It's just going to be like, oh, I can go into here and it's not a big deal. They're never going to understand that struggle of like, oh, I can't smoke weed here. It's not legal. Like, I can't.
You had to drive 8 hours to get weed? Shut up, dog.
Yeah, man, you don't understand my struggle. It's just cool to see that, in our time.
Yeah, no, I know what you're saying for sure, but
whether you smoke weed or you don't, go to a dispensary and check it out. Like, be a part of history.
And that's the thing is like, I've never smoked weed in my entire life, but you were like, dude, you got to come in and at least see it. Like, we're there, like, you at least have to get in there and have the experience. I'm like, well, I guess you're right. Like, never
and
been
I'm really
one.
glad you did. I'm glad I didn't have to take your hand and force you into this place.
Yeah, I don't know. It was cool, and obviously they were super nice, and they're like I said, like everyone else was super nice in Denver.
Yeah, they were generally nice. There was one girl that came in. Did you see her? And she was like singing to the music that was playing and dancing.
Yeah.
She was very excited to be into work. I want to have that at my job instead of walking in crying.
I know.
Not this shit again.
But yeah, I think now finally we've come to that point of the show where it's Tan's Anime of the Week.
Oh God.
So
what is it? What is it this week, Tan?
So I'm gonna harken back a little bit here because like I'm currently, for those of you who don't know, which I don't expect anyone to know, I love anime. And I've done some anime covers on my channel, and I'm planning to do more, but The one that
link below.
Link below, yeah, sure. What I'm gonna harken back here because the spring edition, there's not a whole lot that jump off the page to me, but there was one. Was it summer? I think it was summer of last year. If you haven't seen it already, go watch Re:Zero. Holy shit, that is an excellent psychological fantasy. Oh god damn, and it's got a waifu of a lifetime in there. Oh
yeah,
Re:Zero.
and I'm not really into anime. So
no, you're not. This is all for me to gush on, dude. Oh yeah, dude, Re:Zero. That's a classic. That's definitely. There better be a season 2 really fucking soon because they left it open, and I need to finish that.
Yeah, hopefully it doesn't become one of those short series kind of shows.
And that's what I liked about it is because most. I don't want to say most, but there's a good portion of them that are just 12 episodes long because they do 1 episode a week, 12 months, 3 months, spring, winter, summer, it covers the season. But
yeah,
Re:Zero went 25, 26 episodes, something like that. So I was like, oh God, yes. Yeah.
Yeah. And don't get me wrong. I do like anime. What's the word I'm looking for here? It's just got to be one of those like very unique kind of shows. Not like it doesn't seem like it's just the same like slightly changed rerun kind of show. You know what I mean, right?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. I mean, you like Inuyasha, right?
Inuyasha is like my favorite anime. I mean, again, I don't really see a whole lot. I really liked Sword Art. I still need to watch this season 2. Is that
season
right?
2? Yeah.
Okay, because the end of season 1 ended like it went into another weird thing. Anyway, but I liked that show. I'm just not into subtitles because I have to like read and then like I don't get to see the emotion. I'm very into that when it comes. Maybe that's why I'm part of. I don't know. It's anime is so very crazy with their emotions, and I don't mind that. It just seems a bit much to me.
That's actually one of the things I appreciate. That's so funny that you say that. I was just thinking about that today. That's what I appreciate about anime because it's like, well, granted, some of the dialogue is absurd depending on the anime you're watching.
Yeah.
But if you find an anime that has like real dialect of like what you could see, it's like the way they animate them gives it more life, and it's like it's more appealing, and it's like I look at it, if they didn't do those actions depending on the anime you're watching, it would be so boring and so flat to watch, you know what I mean? Like that's in my personal opinion, that I love the animation aspect of it.
I think that's kind of why I liked Inuyasha. It wasn't so crazy with how they did things. Yeah. Like when they're crying, the tears aren't like popping out fucking everywhere. I mean,
it's on a spout.
It was really good. Just a good show.
See, and I've heard a lot of great about Inuyasha. Unfortunately, I haven't seen it yet. I've seen a couple episodes, and I definitely need to watch it. It's on the list. Every anime boy has a list, and it's on mine.
And yeah, I think you should stop with new shows and take a step back and watch that, and then
I am going back to watch one that Bolus recommended, which is Code Geass, because I just finished 2 that I was on the spring edition for Crunchyroll right now, which, by the way, not sponsored by Crunchyroll, but if we are, that's my dream right there, by the way. Grr, Crunchyroll. Yeah, I just finished 2 there, so now I'm kind of like in a dead zone. I'm like, maybe I'll go back and maybe watch some ones that I need to finish, so maybe I'll put that one on the list too. But with that, I think I need to go rub one out and put this to an end.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I think thinking about all this anime and waifus and things like that, I need to go rub one out.
Okay, you want me to be over?
Go away.
Okay.
Get out of town.
All right. Well, this is all. This is Moose Knuckle.
Moose Knuckle, and I am Blue Balls. Thanks for listening, and we will see you next time.